Well, hello and welcome, everyone. It's March 6th, 2023. I'm John Nusink, the General Manager at London Hunt and Country Club. I want to walk you through the visual presentation for our restaurant project, which I think you'll be very pleased with. I'll show you some tips and tricks and maybe a couple nuances you might not get on your own. But I do encourage you to click the link that's on the website to go through the presentation yourself. You can go through at your own pace. You can focus on things that interest you, zoom in, zoom out, and all that. So without further ado, I'll share my screen here. There we go. Now, a few things to start is you will hear some background music. I'm going to turn that off for our use, and I'm going to stop the rotation as well. So I'll stop the rotation, turn off the music. You'll also find there's a floor plan that's on the screen here. You can turn that off if you'd like to see more of the pictorial, and you can also put it back on if you'd like to see where you are in perspective as well. So we'll just go through this quickly. So we're standing in the middle of the terrace lounge. This wall here is a new wall that separates this area from the Glenmore room. Originally, when these rooms were built, there was a wall here and it was removed in the early 2000s to try to make an open concept. What we're really trying to achieve here, though, is to have various dining experiences between the Glenmore, this new room, which is called the Thames Grill, and then the cafe, and then obviously the terrace. So this here is a little bit of a lounge. You can sit near the bar, you can enjoy a show, you can socialize. We'll move this furniture on Fridays and set the buffet up here so that it can be accessed from the Glenmore and the Thames Grill. You can click through the picture and rotate through here. You can go up to see the ceiling, you can go down to see the floor. It's really like you're standing right in the room, so please feel free to do so. As we rotate through the room here, there is a corridor, service corridor here that will house a lot of the things that the staff need to serve you. It also gives them a quick throughway from the kitchen into the dining room, so they don't have to walk through the dining room every time if they need to get to the back of the room or out to the terrace very quickly. We have a good mix of white colored paneling and then the traditional wood, and we're trying to sort of keep the themes flowing through each room, but give each room a distinct feel. This room, this Thames Grill, is traditional with a good splash of modern included as well. So this is the main focal point, which is the island bar. It's sitting in what is now the terrace lounge. There's 24 seats around it in total. There's 5 televisions over top, 2 on each of these sides and 1 here. All of these windows and doors are being replaced so that they don't have the grills. They're in need of being replaced in a couple of years anyway, so it'd be a great idea to do it when we have this room torn up anyway. These new windows here would be a beautiful floor to ceiling and give a beautiful view of the 19th fairway in green. We've added a second set of double doors here so that we can bring the terrace room inside if we need. If the weather's nice, the doors can be propped open and everything can flow together. But if it's hot or cold or lots of bugs, these doors can be closed. When you see these icons on the floor, you can click on these icons to go to the next space. So this is the adjacent room. Again, you can rotate through. Obviously, this isn't the view of the terrace that we have now, but for the digital rendering purposes, you can tell that goes to the outside. New chandeliers, all the ceilings are replaced with a coffered ceiling and new lighting and sound systems. When you see an icon like this camera here, you can click on this to look at a rendering of a still from that perspective. Of the 9 TVs, 4 of them are in the dining room here, 1 over the fireplace and 3 in this Thames Grill. All the ones in the dining rooms will be Samsung frames, so they can be display art or pictures or whatever we want, and they can also be used as TVs. So on Thursday night Ladies League or Wednesday Men's League, we can have the game on or some other program. If you're dining here in the winter on a Friday or Saturday night, perhaps there's a piece of art showing. Again, if you click on this icon, it will show you that perspective with some people enjoying the spaces. This is a new curated wall that we'll be populating with art and historical pictures of the club. The Thames Grill will seat 79 people with 24 people behind the bar or around the bar, sorry. And this door here leads to the cafe and towards the pro shop. So we'll click over to the Glenmore entrance here. If you're coming for a finer dining experience, the Glenmore would be your choice. This is coming in from the foyer. You'll notice you recognize the clubs and the artifacts here. We've added a second display case here to mirror the original one here. This provides a little more privacy, noise from the kitchen, noise from people traveling up and down the hallway, but still allows a visual through and gives us the ability to display some artifacts and trophies and a lot of the history that we should be very proud of. This is the entrance into the foyer. All of the flooring has been replaced. Again, click on the icon to see a rendering of what that perspective would look like. The Glenmore Lounge, other than all new furniture and new carpet, is pretty close to the same. We've gone with these large gathering couches here. They can be pushed together for large groups. They can be separated for smaller groups. Nice, big, leather, soft, comfortable furniture. Great for enjoying some time with friends or a cocktail. We've kept the top of the bar here, which we thought was a really nice architectural feature. This area here is a smoked mirror reflecting what's behind us here. And then the focal point of this room is the fireplace. We've redone the fireplace in a limestone. It really sort of punches out the wall with the white. And then we've upgraded the wine display in the back here, but will still be a working wine cellar. You can zoom in or zoom out using your mouse. We've kind of put a picture here of the traditional Thanksgiving hunt over top there, just to show that we really want to keep this area traditional and celebrate the club's history. And then finally is the new Glenmore room. Again, a perspective from the entrance of the room with people in it. The ceiling remains fairly the same other than a new coat of paint. A beautiful crystal chandelier here, which really shows the room off well. New curtains. We're keeping the wood paneling, replacing the carpet, replacing all of the furniture. We're trying to go with a traditional feel to this room. And then, of course, this is the wall that separates that room to give a little bit of privacy and separate the dining experiences. This is a long historical display. We've put in a picture here. The significance of this is actually, this is the Glenmore grounds, which this room has been named after. So we thought that was that made sense. We certainly don't need to go with this picture. We can find something else, but for the time being, we felt that was rather appropriate. So I encourage you to go through this presentation on your own time. Have a look at every square inch. Let us know what you think. We really are looking forward to this project getting kicked off the ground, and we really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much.